Hello, okay, back with a kettlebell foundation routine. Now this one's a great starting point if you're new to kettlebell, getting used to some of the foundation moves. It's also great as a warm-up before your main kettlebell routine. So you can use a lighter kettle. So I'm going to use a 12 kg today. But if you're a bit more experienced with kettles, you can also use this as a main workout, main routine. So obviously you'd be using a heavier weight. But with regards to weights, you want to use a weight that's going to challenge you but not hurt you. However, as mentioned, I'm going to use this as a warm up because I've also got some more filming to do, so I don't want to go too heavy with it. And if you're unsure of any of these movements, these kettlebell movements, or anything in there that's you're not sure about, you can always go and check our playlists there, tutorial playlist, and learn some more about these kettlebell foundation movements. You can also grab my free guide there that includes more info as well as the nutritional side of it. And of course, don't forget your warm-ups as well. So I've done a little functional warm-up before this kettlebell foundation routine, stroke warm-up or main workout. So let's get stuck in then. So I'm with this 12 kg. The first thing we're going to do, that connect lifting, deadlifting, all that kind of stuff, just picking that bell up. I'm going to pick it up into this hang position. I'm going to use a timer on this. So I'm going to do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds recovery, and that gives me time to move to the next foundation movement. So the first one we're going to start with is called slingshot or around the body pass. And all that is we pick this kettlebell up into this hang position, and I'm just moving it around the body, and it gets used to the feel of holding the kettlebell. And as mentioned, go back to those tutorials if you're unsure, but even holding the bell, you shouldn't be gripping it too tight. We don't want any calluses or anything like that. That kettle is hooked over onto the fingers. So why kettles are great for grip strength, for so many benefits. But I don't want to waffle on about that too much now. As mentioned, go and check all that out. But let's get stuck in then. 40 seconds of slingshot. So around the body pass, nice and upright, standing alignment, not rocking. Remember our 4 points. I'm on the fingers, I'm away from the body there, but you can always work it in a little bit closer. And you should feel your core, your shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to do 20 seconds clockwise. I'm now going to change direction and go back the other way. Nice and upright, pushing that chest out. Not too quick. See, I've already started on my 2 exhales.
3, 2, 1.
So I've already started on the exhales. As we know, it's 2 exhales per swing. Kettlebell swing. Every kind of main exercise in our kettlebell strength and conditioning comes from that kettlebell swing. But before all that, we're now going to look at the halo. So I'm gripping that kettlebell.
3,
Deadlift.
2,
I'm going to curl it up.
1.
Resting on the chest if you need to. With the halo, kettlebell upside down. Kettlebell the correct way up, round the back of the head, back to the front, starting point, and repeat. Now the key here is you're not moving your head, just the bell. So close up, I would continue to stay standing, around the back, kettlebell halo. Push that chest out, great upper body warm up. You can always take a little rest in that standing rack position. Obviously this is the bilateral, not unilateral if you're unsure. But yeah, just alternate those for your 40 seconds. Back down, brilliant. So if that's the upper body one, start slingshot, start center of mass, your core. Halo, upper body. Now we're going to look at the lower body. So this is called the figure of 8. I'm just going to do a squat, pass it through the front. Always through the front. So as you can see, I've got it to the side of the bell, not in the center, and I keep it close to the groin, try and keep it above the knees. You're not dropping it too low around in your back. And I'm just squatting, nice and upright, sit back, pass through. Again, fingers to fingers, back of the bow to front of the bow. Again, those exhales. You'll naturally inhale, but those exhales will help control your breathing, cardiovascular system, so you're not hyperventilating. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to get to the swing. As mentioned, this is the main All our kind of movements, cleans and presses, come from this swing movement. So it's our two-handed swing. That's where we start, foundation, our hinge, grip that bow. And there's the 2 exhales per swing. If you've watched that swing tutorial, benefits and tutorial video, you'll understand all about these exhales, why we do the kettlebell swing. You'll find that tutorial in the playlists. As you can see, pushing that chest out, standing up strong, brace, tense your butt, tense your abs. Natural inhale, 2 exhales per swing. But again, I don't want to confuse you or complicate you, but breathing's a big part of it. So go and check out the playlist tutorials. So our next one, two-handed swim, we're going to look at a single arm press. So back to this rack position.
3, 2, 1.
Tucking it in this rack position. Elbow sits on the hip bone, stand up strong, brace, tense your butt, tense your abs like the swing, back down, left side, unilateral press, bit more core stability, which is why kettlebells are amazing functional strength and conditioning tool. Gym in the palm of your hand. Getting conscious on the exhales, you can have a recovery exhale or 2. Just looking for consistency.
3, 2, 1.
Little breathing rhythm there, and that's why I can still instruct and talk and I'm not out of breath as whilst doing these movements. Same on this right side, so I'm back in that rack position, similar to when I was resting with the bilateral one,
2,
with the halos.
1.
So, now I'm working the right side. Recovery exhale. And if you need it, you can take 3. That arm is lying, it's tucked in. We're not out in this arm break position. Time for one more.
3, 2, 1.
Beautiful. So there's no escaping the connect chain as well when you're doing these unilaterals. You know, you can't hide behind the left and right. The weaker side's got to do the same amount of work. So it's great for ironing out imbalances that can cause aches and pains. Builds a strong, athletic, agile, pain-free body, fast, which is why we incorporate them. So now I'm going to do a single arm row. Plank alignment, got a 4-point plank alignment, so I'm not rounded. Alignment videos, you'll find them in those tutorial playlists. Just doing that single arm row for 20 seconds on this one. One more. Then I'm going to go straight to the other side. So I'm not rounding, that alignment remains. The elbow's tucked in close to the body. Almost got a slight angle on that as well. Like you're soaring as opposed to coming up vertical. I want to pinch in that shoulder.
1.
Perfect. Core engaged throughout. Beautiful. So now we are going to look at reverse lunges. So we kind of had our squat, these main foundation movements in our figure of 8. So now I'm going back to this rack position instead of the single one. Bilateral, it's tucked in, allows me to have a rest point if I need it. But I'm going to go into those alternating reverse lunges. Activate those glutes. Sit on them all day. Glutes get tight, switch off, hamstrings, hips, causes back pain, all that kind of stuff. So activate these glutes. The glutes is actually the biggest muscle in the human body. I'm just doing that alternating reverse lunge, rest point. Rest point. Recovery breath.
2, 1.
There you go. Back down, recover for 20 seconds. 2 more to go. We've got a standing rotation. So, all the movements of the human body: push, pull, squat, lunge.
2,
Now we're going to do the rotation. So deadlift back up, curl back into position. Now, standing upright, rotate from the rib cage. Never from the lower back, your lumbar. You just rotate from that rib cage area. Pause in the centre. And that pause gives you that chance to come back to your rack, rest, recovery position if you need it. Because obviously, even holding this kettlebell, forearm burner, grip strength. Rest point if you need it. Back up.
3, 2, 1.
Beautiful. And then back down. Reverse deadlift. Round in, think about your back, kinetic lifting. So, if the kettlebell swing is the main foundation exercise, two-handed, we're going to finish this whole routine off with an alternating kettlebell swing. So I'm just gripping on those fingers again.
2,
At the
1.
bottom, as I come up to the centre line there, grip at the top, so you can see the hand positioning. Still got me 2 exhales. Stand up strong, tense your butt, tense your abs. Exactly the same as the two-handed swing. I was going to do a clean. Everything comes from that swing. Centre line of your body. Touch your butt, touch your abs. Brace.
3, 2, 1.
And back down. Perfect. There you go. There's a 10-minute kettlebell foundation routine. So as mentioned, connect lifting. Go and check those tutorials out if you're unsure. But everything's there. Functional foundation routine. We've got a push, a pull, a squat, a lunge, a rotation. You can use it as a warm-up before your main routine, or heavier kettlebell, and use it as a main workout. So that's it for today. I'll catch you on the next one.